Since 1885, the Floridian Museum of the Occult has housed some of the strangest, most haunted artifacts from around the world. In 2006, it was forced to close by the authorities after 3 of its guests were found killed in suspicious circumstances. Each guest was reported as screaming, "She's there," 3 times before they died, even though it was clear to everyone watching there was no one else in the room. Part of the condition of its closure was that all of the artifacts therein would be burned by furnace. The authorities believed that everything was destroyed. Until now. The artifact is a gateway to the other side, a way to provide definitive proof of life after death. After you have the spectator read through some disturbingly dark stories about some of the hellish haunted dolls that were once housed at the museum, they are asked to focus on a word. And then you call upon the spirit of the doll to not only reveal the word, but also which doll delivered it. So Jack, many years ago I visited a place called the Floridian Museum of the Occult. Now there are a couple of occult museums in the world, but this was sort of the originator. Now it was set around in 1885, and this is a picture of the original place. Maybe not too creepy yet, until you realise that they used to sell souvenir postcards. And this was the doll pack. So what I want you to do is to go to the doll that calls to you the most. Something about the doll just calls to you. Just put it to the face, just so that you can read the story. Can you read through the story very quickly? And as you're reading it, can you focus on a word, like a long, interesting word? Now we want to avoid their names. We don't want to call them by their names directly, because bad things can come of that. Combine the artifact with your favourite Ouija board, spirit bell, slate or pendulum, and use the incredible hangman feature to reveal all of the information without ever asking a question. One of the things that was sold on eBay was this. So this belonged to a little girl who supposedly saw ghosts in her room. And the mum and dad said, well, we'll put this bell in your room, and every time you see a ghost, I want you to ring it. And this was sort of the last remaining artifact from that story, but it relates to one of these things. So I want you just to hold the bell just at the very top for me, and I want you to focus for me. And we're going to see if we can get your doll to come through. Just behind you there's a little girl who's just come through. Okay, so she's got like an old chalk slate, and she's writing something down. Okay, this is the letter an A.
Yeah, there's an A towards the end of the word. Yeah.
Good. Okay. Okay, interesting. Okay, so she's showing her. So she's had the ball sort of covering her face. She's taken it down. This is Greta. Was the doll that you were thinking of? Yeah. This is Greta. Okay, so she's writing down a word now. Is this semicircular?
Yeah,
was that it? Whether you were performing an intimate seance or a fully produced spook show, this is going to become your new favourite piece of bizarre. This is the artist, isn't it? This is the artist doll that you were thinking of. She said, don't forget the Red Cross. What's the Red Cross? Don't forget the Red Cross. I've got it, look! Look! Do you remember the backs of them? Can you see the backs of all of the postcards? You see that they're just normal. There happens to be one of them with a red cross. The only one, of course, that happens to be the artist. Give him a round of applause. So visit the Floridian Museum of the Occult and discover the artifact.